What is the point you want to get across? What is it you're trying to convey? You don't have a message, you're going to end up in bad shape with the news media. Most people, the biggest problem most people tell me in doing an interview is they're afraid of the failure. They're afraid they're going to say the wrong thing, they're going to look bad, they're going to make their company look bad. And the main reason people fail is they either don't have a message or they forgot what the message was. So if you're doing an interview, it doesn't mean you can't answer questions, it just means that's not enough. You need to get a message across. You're always going to have questions for which you don't have an answer. And the 3 words, I don't know, those are acceptable responses to most questions reporters can ask you. I don't think anybody has all the answers to all the questions. In fact, doing these kind of presentations, I was asked once by a reporter who said, okay, Mr. Wilson, you've done a lot of interviews, you teach people how to respond to the news media. What's the toughest question you've ever been asked? I thought about it, and it's the one I'm not ready for. It's the one you don't expect, the one that's out of left field. Those are the ones that really get you for a loop. But the thing is if you are prepared to do the interview, you're prepared. If you have a message that you're trying to get across, it doesn't make any difference what the question is because you have a response. The response is going to be your message. The soundbite is what the reporter chooses to use from his interview with you to help him or her tell their story. So what control do you have over the soundbite? Yeah, you do have a little bit of control. You control what you're saying. Covering politics in this city and in the Midwest, when I was a reporter, I would ask a politician a question, and you know what they did, right? You know what the politician did when I asked a question? You're smiling back here. They totally ignored the question, right? They just said whatever they wanted to say. That is called ignoring the question and saying whatever you want to say. When bridging is a little different. Bridging, you respond to the question. The response might be, I don't know, or it's too early to say. And then you bridge over to what you need to say. Several years ago when I first got in this business, I came across a crisis plan, and those were the first words in it. Tell it all and tell it fast. They made a lot of sense to me because in a crisis situation, the longer you wait to get your story out there, the story is going to go ahead, but somebody else is going to be in charge of it. Somebody else is going to be taking that story, and you will have no control over it. So you do have to get your story out very quickly. Some people say, how much time do you have? Not nearly as much as you think.